All right, FlossTube. This is Karen Bowen with KB Studio Creations, and I'm here for my number 7 episode. Yay! Sorry, I'm kind of tired today, but I wanted to get this recorded because I didn't record one last week, and if I kept procrastinating it, it may not ever happen. So we're gonna go with it, imperfect though it may be. So, usually I start with starts, but yeah, I'll do it. I'll go down my list. We'll get to the exciting stuff later. Starts, right. Oh, so one of the starts I can't show you. I joined an ATC group on Instagram, and so I started that. Oh, excuse me. Started an ATC group. ATC group. Oh, I started that stitch. But you're not supposed to show it until they've received it, so I will show you a picture once it's done and she's received it. So no showing you that. Okay, second start, which I put stuff on top of. Lovely. Okay, here we go. So this is what I'm calling, let's see if it will focus. Maybe. Oh, I forgot to open the blinds to help the lighting. Oh well. Anyways, this is a patchwork ornament I'm doing. Which leads right into a work in progress, which is this one right here. This is a patchwork bookmark I've been working on for a couple years, kind of set aside for a while. It's still not really focusing very well. Anyways, this is when I finished. So what I do with the patchwork bookmarks is I do some sort of motif, and then I just use extra thread and fill it in. So it's not showing super well. It looks a lot prettier in person. Probably partially because, oh there, that shows you better. Yeah, that's kind of. Anyways, so I decided to do some ornaments as well because I noticed a lot of red and green, though I noticed they're more of the same colors. So I don't know, it doesn't look quite as cool, but we'll see how it works. Trying it out. It's just a relaxing thing I like to do with extra threads that I don't want to throw away. Oh, excuse me. I told you I'm tired. And I hopefully soon will be able to edit out any yawns because I did download some software, Adobe Premiere, because I have access to Adobe through my day job. So I'm going to learn that, not this week, sorry, but hopefully soon. You will see edited videos, not just these normal non-edited videos. Okay, so that was starts, whips. Oh, I have more whips. So I worked more on my koala. I will soon be able to put in the picture, but for now, you can go to my blog, which I'll have a link below with all of my show notes that will show you what this will look like sort of in the end. I also have my boy hippo. So he's coming along fairly well. So these are from some birds that we took them off the birds and glued the birds on a wreath, but I'm just using them to hold threads. And then this is my needle minder, one that I made for myself. Adore. I love it. I have the needle on the back right now, but I love the grooves because when it fits right in, it's just kind of cool. That one's not fitting in the grooves. Anyways, lots of times it'll just jump into the grooves and then I just slide it out and that's really cool. But I can, oh, there it is. I don't know if you can see that. Not really. Anyways, it's in one of the grooves and I just slide, it's not sliding out. There we go, slide it out. But anyways, so progress on the hippo and the koala. So I got tired of stitching gray for a while, which is why, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh. I went to stitching on the patchwork because I was tired of gray. Oh yes. So can't show you that. That's the ATC on the other side of this. But so I've decided to start taking part in Witchy Wednesday, which Priscilla and Chelsea do. So these two pumpkins are the bottom of one of my cat sitting on jack-o'-lantern patterns, but this was a false start, so I decided to add a ghost on top. I knew I was going to finish it up with something sometime, I just didn't know what, and I decided to add a ghost. So I'll be working on that for my Witchy Wednesdays for now. Just, I don't know what I'll do after when I finish it, but it's just a cute thing that I will make into something. Don't know what. Oh, sorry. I really wish I could show you my ATC. I'm really happy with it. I've changed almost every color from what was in the pattern book, but I really like it. But I like my ghost and pumpkins too. So that's all my whips. Finishes. Da 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 da. So this was from, the cover's fallen off. My first ever cross stitcher magazine, June. It's the free kit. So it's supposed to be, they gave you the fabric and stuff to make it into a phone case, but I am going to let the person I'm giving it to decide what she wants to do with it. But it is stitched. I feel like nothing is focusing today. Well, it's stitched. It's not perfect, but I think it looks pretty good. And this was my first time stitching on even weave or anything like that. I'm going to start another project on linen soon, probably. That's the plan. But yeah, it's not focusing. It's driving me crazy. Ooh, that's sort of focused. Well, good enough. On to the next thing. Oh, needle minders. So my husband made some needle minders for us to sell in the shop. So they're all the same design, they're just in different colors. So this is the pink book needle minder. And my husband said it reminded him of like a pig. Goes well with my little pig pattern I'm working on. Here's a green one. He said this one reminds him of a frog. Ribbit, ribbit. I like frogs. This one's purple, my favorite color. Love it. Oh, they're starting to stick together. There's one that's just brown, you know, normal brown. And blue, pretty blue. Yeah, so needle minders. So those will be going into my shop later this week. Lots of needle minders. Currently we have, I think, 4 of each color that will be for sale. And they'll be $5 each. So I think that's a pretty good, decent price for just a handmade clay needle minder. So that's coming soon. I want to get them up this week because next week is my Christmas in July sale. So I want my new stuff up before then. Which takes me to cutting floss and putting together kits. Because I'm releasing 10 kits next week. Crazy. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking when I decided to do this many. So I've been putting cutting floss and then putting them on cards. These are the ones for one of them. But I started running out of colors. So today we took a trip down to Michael's. So the closest Michael's is 45 minutes away in 3 different directions, but not here. So we went down the one that was south of us, and apparently they're moving locations. So there was very little left in the store, and most everything was on clearance, but they didn't have what I needed. So we went a few miles further and went to Joann's, which was good because I got a lot of haul, or bad because I got a lot of haul. Anyways, they had the colors I needed, so I can finish up these kits. But I bought stuff I didn't necessarily need. Anyways, I want to show you the kits I'm going to release. So I'm releasing my Enchanted Red Rose. If you watched Michelle Bendy Stitchies recently, I sent her an earlier version of this as of the stitched bookmark as a gift with the needle minder she won in a giveaway because her daughter's named Rose. Rose, yeah. Anyway, and then because I do things in series half the time because my mind just goes like that. I have a yellow rose bookmark and a white rose bookmark. So I realize most of these are bookmarks. Not everyone's into bookmarks. but I am, because I love books. And so that's what my beginning designs were. I'm now branching out more, and so more different types of kits will be in my store later, but for now, most of them are bookmarks. All right, so now my owl series. This is my owl sitting on books. And spring, my spring owl. Graduation owl, which reminds me, one of my younger sisters is graduating from college this week. My parents and a couple of my sisters are actually on their way to go pick her up. So that's fun. She'll be coming back here. She cross stitches as well, so I may put her on here. She does other things too. She knits, she crochets, she weaves, she spins wool. I cross stitch. But she does all sorts of things. Yeah, so here's Autumn Owl. Autumn Owl. And Christmas Owl. So those were, the Owl series was actually the first patterns I designed and released. Cool, huh? I like owls and books. It makes sense. So this is the only one that isn't really this one isn't a bookmark, but it's an ornament about books. Notice the theme here? Yeah, I like books. Books. So, books and holly ornament. So, I haven't decided yet if I should include some finishing materials. So, I just actually thought of that. I really hadn't thought of it before. But, I don't know. What do you think? Should I include some finishing materials or have an option for finishing materials? Thoughts? Releasing them later this week, so need them soon. But, I guess I could always add that option in later. But yeah, books and holly ornament. And then my nutcrackers. So this one I'm doing as a combo kit because the logistics were hard for doing them individually. And so it's a combo kit. All three. I think it would be so cool to see all three of them stitched and then framed like together just in a thing. But I haven't had the time to do that. So if anyone wants to buy this kit and do that, you're welcome to. So this one I'm going to release on 18 count and 14 count Aida. The others are all going to be 14 count Aida. But this one is going to be both because the 14 count Aida is too big for really to be a bookmark. I framed the one I did that and gave it to my ballet teacher, who I'm not taking adult ballet right now, but I hope to get back to it. But the blue one is based on the costume in the Shenandoah Academy of Dance Ballet of the Nutcracker, which I was in for 2 years. So I gave, the stitched one of that to her as a gift. And then the bookmarks I did on 18 count. And I used Kreinik, however you pronounce it, on the bookmarks because it's softer to the touch and for me, it's easier to work with. So I'm also going to have the option of DMC threads and Kreinik threads. I know there's a glare, but these are my nutcrackers. I love them. Each of them are based on something. This one is based on a nutcracker that one of my old roommates made. She's super awesome. Cinzia. She's from Italy, and she makes so many cool things. I love watching her creative talent. Like she makes things out of clay and out of wood, and it's just really cool to watch. She paints, and this one was after an ornament, a nutcracker ornament I like, and then of course I said this one was after the costume from the ballet. So those are my nutcrackers, and that's all my kits. And so each kit will have basic cross stitch instructions, needle, threads, cloth, haven't cut the cloth yet, pattern of course. I'm trying to think.
First you have needle minders.
Oh, and then there's going to be an option for a hoop if you want a hoop. So that's what's going to be in the cross stitch kits. Hopefully some people buy them because I've put a lot of money into these. If not, well, we'll see. Last week I was kind of in a depressed state and like, why am I even doing this? No one cares. No one wants to hear from me. AKA, no FlossTube. Yeah, I was just kind of like, I mean, I kept working on stuff, but I was just kind of like, no one wants this. No No one cares about my stuff, but I realized I care about my stuff. So hopefully eventually other people will care too. And if they don't, well, c'est la vie. Okay, enough about that. I'm much happier now. I don't know what it was last week. Then again, I was in a grouchy mood yesterday too. But I had to work extra hours on a big long project. Chemistry textbook. Not the most interesting of project. Well, it was a workbook, but whatever. But I did it. Got it off to print yesterday. Oh, I am getting so confuzzled, moving in directions that I don't know what I'm doing because, yeah, I have an outline. I'm just not following it totally, which is okay. Oh, so when my husband was making the needle minders, I made a couple magnets for our fridge. So this one and this one. So I saw a fairy door on Instagram when I was going through Instagram on Saturday. So when my husband pulled out the clay, I was like, I want to try to make a door like that. It's not exactly like the door that they made at all, but it's kind of like relatively based on it. Anyways, it inspired this door. So I'm really happy with this door. I mean, it's not perfect, but nothing is. So I'm excited to use this. We didn't fully cook it because it was thicker than the others, but I'm just hoping it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna assume so. But I like this door. It's cute. And then I had some extra purple from this that I'd mixed, so I just decided to make another flower. Why not? So those are my magnets for my fridge. It's funny because a couple years ago I was like, I really need good magnets for my fridge. I don't have good magnets. Now I can make my own. Awesome. And my needle minders. It's fabulous. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yawns again. Oh, and I also sketched out a few ideas in the design program this week because I have tons of ideas, like over 150 ideas in my list of ideas of cross-stitch patterns I want to do. So I've decided I'm going to start spending some time designing each week. Just because. I've been a little overwhelmed by how much I have planned. Much more than I have time for. Well, which is once again why I need test stitchers. And I have some out there, and that's great. And I really appreciate all those people test stitching for me. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You help keep me sane. Or at least a little bit saner. But, yeah. I don't know why I do this to myself, but I just come up with ideas, and I want to do them. So I do. It just takes a lot of time. So, did I miss anything? I don't think so. No FFOs. Oh, yes. Oh, we'll start with the boring stuff. So, boring. Lots of big hoops. So do you want to know the ironic thing? I have looked in so many stores for a hoop like this. We drove cross country on a road trip, checked in every craft store I went to for a hoop like this. Didn't find it. I could only find them online, and then only for a reasonable price in bulk, right? So I bought them in bulk. This is only half of them because I needed them for a commission job I'm doing. Guess what I saw today at that Michael's that was on clearance? A hoop this size. But I didn't need it anymore. I have 12. Oh well. So that's a commission piece for a physics professor that has some sort of equation on it that he wants me to stitch. And I designed it and I sent it to him and he finally got back to me and was like, yeah, I said I wanted floofy stuff on it. I'm calling it floofy stuff. Swirls. I don't know. He wanted something to add it to make it more ornate. Apparently it was too ornate. So I need to scale it back a bit. But I do like my ornate flourishes. They're going to show up somewhere. Somewhere. Because I like them. But not on his pattern. Which is fine. But that's why I got these. And I'll have to figure out what to do with the rest of them. I guess I need to design a lot of the size patterns. Maybe. I don't know. Got lots of hoops. So, along with hoops, I know you can't see me right now. More hoops. So this is for, do I have, well, I can kind of show you with this. It's for my animal faces, but it's not for these ones. These ones, like, I mean, they could work, but this is actually for the ones that are on 14 count. This is 18 count, why 8 it. I forget to tell you what stuff is on. off-white 14 count Aida. These are on 18 count white Aida. This is on a white even weave that came with the magazine. This is on light blue 14 count Aida. Am I missing any whips? I don't think so. Well, let's see. Yeah, that's all of them. That's the fabric. And most of them are my design, so obviously I'm going with the called for colors because I picked them. Which is funny because usually with patterns, I have a tendency to change the colors or something about the pattern when I'm doing someone else's pattern, but when I'm doing my own pattern, obviously, it's the called for. Who says called for all the time? Someone was like commenting on FlossTube. Pretty Southern, that's who it was. She did a really cool tour of Acorns and Threads. I still want to go to Acorns and Threads. One of these days, I will go to Acorns and Threads. But not today, because it's on the other side of the country. But someday. And I'm making a note so that I can link to Pretty Southern in my blog post. So you can look at that tour too, because it's really fun. So many beautiful pieces. So many, like the finished, the models, that's what they're called, models. So many pretty models. Yeah, so I really want the hoops that are frames thing from Home and Stitches, I think is what it's called. Once again, link to it. But they're just a little pricey, which I just spent a ton of money on haul. I get it, but it's gonna add up a lot faster if I do that. So I'm gonna take this and then I'm gonna use some of the stuff I got from my husband's grandmother to make them pretty, and it's gonna have to be good enough for now. Maybe someday I can switch it out, but not today. I gotta try to keep a budget. It was funny. So I commented on a FlossTuber when I started watching FlossTube, saying this is, I just started and watching, and she was like, "Oh well, watch out! You're gonna want to buy out stuff, you know." And I'm like, "No, I'm good. I won't spend money. I'll be good." I mean, I'm not horrible, but I spend more than I need to on cross-stitch supplies. Yeah. But I could be worse, so it's okay for now. Oh, I also bought some more magnets. This actually had 3 rows, but we've used them all up. This is all we have left of the magnets for the needle minders. So I don't know if I'll buy any more too soon, because I want to see how these sell. If they start selling, definitely buy some more. But if not, oh, that's good. That's a good, you know, at least 10 more needle minders. So we'll see. It's interesting though that they put it in this case. It's kind of hard to get the lid back on because it's trying to stick to the magnets. But it is a really cute case. I'm going to use it for something once I'm done with magnets. Don't know what, but I like it. Oh. Oops, I dropped some needlework on the floor. That is not good because I haven't swept. Okay, I also got these boxes. So I don't have one with me, but I was like, how do I mail these needle minders? I want them to arrive safely. So I got these boxes. And so the reason I got one so big is because I have a business card that has like my logo and then some minor instructions about needle minders on it. Just like slide the magnet. Anyways, just stopped recording on me, so that's lovely. I'll have to try to figure out how to get those together. Anyways, these, I felt like, anyways, packaging, put in a bubble mailer, should arrive safely, no mishaps, even though I'm clumsy. Okay, enough of that. Joann's today. More hoops, because I forgot to buy these size to send with. Oh, these are for the Nutcracker kits. If people want them. So I guess, thinking about it, I could have just used these ones. Whatever. We got some more clay tools. and much better clay tools for making needle minders. So this is a roller. And then these are little shapes. So instead of me like having to just like cut out the heart, I can just like, there you go. There's a heart in the door. So we'll see. We'll play with them. We'll have fun. And some other tools. For some reason I thought we got the other tools in this one. Guess not. Got these ones. And then the real reason for going there, plus for kits, especially this one. This one right here, Walmart did not have it, which is close to me. So I do have a Walmart next to me that, oh, excuse me, in the town next to me that has embroidery floss, but they don't have a full selection. So that's why I had to go to Joann's. I got some other ones, well, my husband got some other ones for me last week, but they didn't have that one. So that meant I had to drive. So it's this color's fault that I got all this haul. And then my favorite part of all, I got the next Cross Stitcher magazine. Got so many pretty designs. I got it mostly because I really wanted to do the summer sampler. It's pretty far into the book. Let me see if I can find a picture to show you. There we go. Gorgeous. Everyone's been talking about samplers, and I've never done a sampler. I've done parts of samplers that I've turned into like ornaments and stuff, but I've never done a full sampler. So that's gonna be my first one because I love it. I'll do more after this one, but yeah, I'm excited. But then it has like this one. Oh, it's kind of small. Let me see if I can find the bigger picture. It's an owl. Oh, there it is. It's an owl and a kitty, and it has a turtle, and it's so adorable. I love it. I love owls. I love cats. I love turtles. It's perfect. You're gonna get stitched. And there's lots of other great patterns in here. Unfortunately, the kit stuff it sent, I'm not huge into these patterns. Like, they're okay, but I don't think they'll ever get to my top of the to stitch list. So I'm not quite sure what to do about that, because if they were a full kit, like, I would just give them away. But the patterns are in here. So I don't know if I would maybe like tear out the patterns in order to give them away. I don't know. Maybe I'll just have my sister come over here if she likes them. One of my sisters or sister-in-law or whoever. And if they want to cross stitch them, they can stitch them here at my house on craft night or something. I don't know. Decisions don't need to be made right now. So the last thing is, well, not the last thing, actually. Second to last thing is stash. So this lovely bolt of Ada is actually my mom's, but she's letting me use some of it. So some of it is actually going to go into the kits, so I don't have to put even more money into these kits. But I'm gonna take some and dye it too. I don't know when, sometime soon hopefully, because I really want to try dyeing again. I only tried it once, back in February, and I just tried one technique. Oh, sorry. I'm tired. Can't you tell? My husband has to go and work at 5:30 right now. It's just a temp job for the month. Well, for 3 weeks, but 5:30 in the morning disrupts my sleep schedule. Anyways, I love this. Look at all that, Ada. I know most of you are probably linen people, but a whole bolt of it is super cool. So I'm gonna dye some of it. I'm gonna look for different techniques. So if you have a favorite dyeing technique, tutorial, share it. I will watch it, maybe even try it, but not this week. This week I gotta get these kits up in my shop and the magnets. Yes, this is my pencil because I need to write notes. Oh, which reminds me, shout out. So, stitching with a dachshund. Dachshund. I'm a reader. I've read a lot of words first. Yeah, she was so fun to watch. I really enjoyed it. So I will link to her channel. And she had great shout outs of other channels too. I think she's a newer one. Not positive about that. Anyways, I'll link to her. I watched a lot of other great floss tubers, but yeah, I'll just stick with that one shout out because I am almost out of time and I still have to figure out how to smush these videos together. So happy stitching!